My Uber and Rideshare friends, my YouTube subscribers, I hope you're having an awesome day. Rideshare Professor here. Let me just put on my cap there, branding purposes, right? Anyway, so I think all of us, I'd say at least 99% of us have had airport runs. We've dropped people off, we've picked people up. And depending on which airport, and I'm just sort of speaking out of experience about LAX and maybe John F. Kennedy, the Kennedy Airport in New York and the Atlanta Airport, super busy, tons of cars, tons of rideshare vehicles, tons of taxi cars coming in and out day and night, right? And it's sometimes complete pandemonium. For example, here in LAX, those last half a mile just out of Sepulveda and Century can sometimes take 20, 30 minutes, right? It's just a very poorly designed airport, like a horseshoe shape. Whoever's done that one, right? Hands up. And if things start backing up, you will see, for example, super long taxi lines at these arrivals downstairs, departures upstairs, but departures upstairs more dedicated to rideshare drivers. But honestly, I hate to use the word, but it's like a shit show sometimes. If you come into Terminal 1 Southwest, it's just fighting for position, sideways, long ways, you name it. They will park anyway, and it's just absolute chaos. Obviously, that leads to a lot of complaints from airport management, especially in New York, especially in LA, especially in Atlanta. And a lot of heat is put on Uber and Lyft, right? There's really no perfectly designed way to do this. So they're trying to better the flow. They're experimenting. And Lyft now in May is starting to conduct these code texts that they will send you. So, they'll have the cars lined up, the rideshare vehicles, by the airport, just outside of the airport. And pretty much as the car comes up, you get your code, you have to present it. If it matches up, jump in the car, off you go. I don't know. They're obviously trying to get a more organized linear structure in there versus just like chaos ascending on terminals, right? And they said they would give feedback on that in May and then try that model at other airports. Your thoughts? Will this work, or will it always remain chaos? I personally, I think drop-offs are easy, not a problem. You can get in and out fairly quickly. I also know a couple of little secret ways at the LAX that cut off 5-6 minutes here or there. But I'm not the biggest fan of, for example, TCP, the Transportation Charter Permit private pickups, because whoever has done that works a little differently to the rideshare business and the taxi business. You pretty much know the person's arrival time, flight number, Delta or American Airlines AA5823, for example, and then you have a time where you know that plane should be there, right? Let's say 11 a.m. I'm supposed to pick up my client at 11 a.m. Now, what adds to a lot of this congestion is that these flights either come in earlier or much later, and you will often see these vehicles circle around. And I got to say, the TCP vehicles are definitely, guilty of this and also causing more traffic and chaos, including my TCP vehicles, is that we try and gauge that clock. When are they coming out? When are they at baggage? We're texting back and forth, but planes could come in earlier, planes could come in later, and you will see these TCPs circling around and around at arrivals, definitely not helping the cause, right? Whereas if an Uber or Lyft passenger's ready to go, they usually come outside the terminal, request the car, and then you just see cars coming in and out, just chaos method. So the combination of TCPs, taxis, rideshare vehicles, wow, I don't even know if there's a solution for any airport. I can mainly report on LAX, and I tell you, it's a crap show. And hopefully things get better. But hey, I love the airports. Not necessarily the Uber and Lyft waiting game, waiting for a passenger. No, I prefer the drop-offs and then private pickups. You have a great day. I really would like to hear your input on this. Thank you.